Welcome one and all. Welcome back to the best Austroflamm RIKA channel on the internet. We're not objective. I'm telling you right now, we have some of the greatest customers out there. Love talking with y'all, mainly online. Email. You know what I'm saying. You've seen enough of the videos. Gentleman just asked me if I would please make a video to assist him on locating the motherboard and helping him to swap it out. Okay? Quick, easy, right to the point. Let's get to it. Okay, what we got going on here, this is a freestanding model. I've already got the sides taken off. If you have an insert model, there's really no need to take off anything other than pulling the insert out, and I'm going to throw this out there for you insert owners. You do not have enough liners. A lot of times you can pull the right side when you're facing it, pull it out enough in order to expose the motherboard. So what you have here is you have the shield, you have your wiring harness shield, okay, which your motherboard is inside of. Now there's two screws that hold this shield on that bolts to the bottom of the hopper. I've already taken out the inside one, and this one here I've rather loosened it up. Okay, and it drops down just like so. Alrighty? Now, once it's down, first off, I have to say this. These wiring harnesses, being 30 plus years old, are very brittle. Every time you drop this wiring harness or mess around with the wiring harness in any way, you can bust those wires off on the back side. And I've got, not sure if I can show you here. I'm gonna bring the camera in, excuse the, take a look. You see the back of the wiring harness here? It's all siliconed. This is what I highly suggest you all do if you have an old stove, is expose the wires by dropping this down. You can order from us some high temp clear silicone. It doesn't necessarily have to be any particular color. You just want at least 500 degree. That's what I always recommend. Which if it ever gets 500 degrees back here, you've got more problems than not having 500 degree silicone. Okay, so by doing this, what it does is it gives life to these wiring harnesses to where anytime you get in, you don't have to worry now that it's going to snap off. So that's just a quick tip. Trust me, you're gonna like that tip, especially if you break a wire. Now that we got it down, you can see your board. All you do is you wiggle it back and forth. And it slides right out just like that. Please remember, anytime that you handle the motherboard, always grab it by the sides. Do not grab it this way. That's where static electricity will blow this, and unfortunately, it's not that cheap to have these things replaced or repaired. So, when you get your new one, it's going to be down already. Put it back in, like so. And then wiggle it back into place. Reattach it with the screws. Bada bang. You're done. Now y'all out there know how to change your motherboard. You guys have any questions, email us at offgridstoves@gmail.com. If you need any parts, austroflammparts.com or rikaparts.com. I'm looking in the camera. Wow, Julie and I have been pulling some long days. We're looking peaked. It's, I don't know, it's only 8 o'clock at night right now, but Whew. We've been very busy. It's very, very cold out there right now. It's mid-December, and a lot of you are panicking because you're having problems. Don't panic unless you don't have our number or our email. Then I can understand you're going to panic, because I can tell you there's not very many people out there that's going to be able to get you up and running like that unless you contact Off Grid Stoves and More of Texas. You guys stay safe out there. Peace.